In a small, quiet village, nestled by a meandering river, lived an old man renowned for his wisdom. His name was Kale, and people from far and wide sought his counsel on matters of the heart and mind. One sunny afternoon, a young man named Ethan approached Kale, his face a mask of distress and betrayal. He sat before the old man and poured out his story. Ethan had confided a deep secret to his closest friend, a secret he had guarded for years. But his friend, in a moment of carelessness, had shared it with others. Now, the entire village knew, and Ethan felt exposed and heartbroken. Kale listened patiently, his gaze calm and understanding. When Ethan finished, his voice trembling with emotion, Kale didn't offer immediate words of comfort. Instead, he gestured towards a small, ornate wooden box sitting on his table. "Young man," he said, his voice soft yet firm, "do you see this box? It holds my most treasured possessions. Would you ask me to open it and show you what's inside?" Ethan, surprised by the question, shook his head. "Of course not," he replied. "It's your private box. I have no right to see its contents." Kale smiled gently. "Exactly. Your heart, your thoughts, your secrets, they are like this box. They are your most precious possessions. Not everyone is worthy of seeing what's inside. You are the sole guardian of your own inner world." He explained that trust is not a blanket to be thrown over everyone we meet. It is a rare and delicate gem. Before you entrust someone with a piece of your soul, you must first observe their character. Do they respect the secrets of others? Are they discreet and honorable? Do they guard their own words with care? Think of your secrets like seeds, Kale continued. If you plant them in fertile, trustworthy soil, they will be safe, and may even blossom into a stronger bond. But if you scatter them carelessly in rocky, barren ground, they will be exposed, trampled upon, and lost forever. The fault is not with the seed, but with the choice of soil. Ethan's eyes widened in understanding. He had been so eager for connection that he had given away his trust without first testing the ground. He had handed his friend the key to his most private chamber without ensuring he knew how to use it. The old man then told Ethan a story about two merchants. One was named Alistair and the other, Finn. They were business partners and professed to be the best of friends. Alistair was open and trusting, sharing every detail of his business plans, his family life, and his personal worries with Finn. He believed that complete transparency was the foundation of their friendship. Finn, on the other hand, was more reserved. He listened more than he spoke, always nodding and agreeing, making Alistair feel heard and valued. One day, a great opportunity arose, a chance to secure an exclusive trade route that would make them incredibly wealthy. Alistair, bubbling with excitement, immediately shared his entire strategy with Finn: the routes he'd take, the suppliers he'd contact, the prices he'd negotiate. He held nothing back. Finn listened intently, praising Alistair's brilliant plan. The very next day, Finn set out on a journey, telling Alistair he was visiting a sick relative. But in reality, Finn took Alistair's plan and executed it himself. He secured the trade route, cut Alistair out completely, and became the wealthiest merchant in the region. When Alistair discovered the betrayal, he was devastated. He had lost not only a fortune, but also the person he considered his brother. He had shared everything, and in return, he was left with nothing. Kale looked at Ethan. Alistair's mistake was not in having a plan, he said. It was in revealing the map before he reached the destination. He gave away his power. Your words, your plans, your vulnerabilities there are a source of power. When you share them, you are giving a piece of that power to someone else. You must be absolutely certain they will protect it as fiercely as you would. This doesn't mean you should live a life of suspicion and isolation. Connection is vital, but it's about discernment. Kale advised Ethan to practice what he called the art of gradual revelation. When building a new relationship, start by sharing small, inconsequential things. Observe how the other person handles that information. Do they keep it to themselves? Do they treat it with respect? As trust is earned over time, through consistent, reliable actions, you can choose to share more. It's like testing the depth of the water with your toe before you dive in headfirst. Furthermore, some things are meant to be kept for yourself alone. Your deepest dreams, your most ambitious goals, your spiritual journey, these are sacred. Sharing them prematurely can dilute their power. The opinions and doubts of others, even well-meaning ones, can create noise and confusion, steering you off your own path. Sometimes, the best way to protect your dream is to nurture it in silence, letting it grow strong within you before you reveal it to the world. Think of a caterpillar in its cocoon. It undergoes its transformation in private, shielded from the outside world. It only emerges when it is fully formed and ready to fly. Your personal growth often requires a similar period of quiet, internal work. Cale placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder. Your friend made a mistake, a grave one. But this experience is a lesson from the universe, teaching you to become a better guardian of your own soul. Forgive your friend, not for his sake, but for your own, so that bitterness does not take root in your heart. But more importantly, learn from this. Learn to value the sanctity of your inner world. He went on to explain that there are different levels of sharing. There are public thoughts, things you can discuss with anyone. There are social thoughts, shared with acquaintances and colleagues. Then there are personal thoughts, reserved for close friends and family who have proven their trustworthiness over years. And finally, there are private thoughts, the core of your being, which you might share with only one or two soulmates in your entire lifetime, or perhaps with no one at all. The wisdom lies in knowing which thoughts belong on which level. From that day on, Ethan changed. He became more thoughtful, more observant. He still valued friendship, but he approached it with a newfound wisdom. He learned to listen to his intuition and to recognize the difference between a friendly face and a trustworthy heart. He understood that not everything needs to be said. Some stories are just for you. Some battles are meant to be fought alone. Some victories are sweetest when celebrated in the quiet sanctuary of your own heart. The greatest lesson Ethan learned was this: the most profound relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. By learning not to share everything, you are not closing yourself off from the world. You are honoring that relationship. You are building a strong, internal fortress where you can be safe, where you can grow, and from which you can engage with the world with strength, wisdom, and an open, yet protected, heart. Your silence can be as powerful as your words. Choose both wisely. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that can change your perspective on life.